Why Chelsea will support Southampton in the Championship playoff final. Chelsea will firmly back Southampton over Leeds at Wembley. But this isn't just because of Mauricio Pochettino's Saints past. Billed as the most lucrative fixture in all of world football, the Championship playoff final will have a huge impact on the summer transfer window. One of the teams that will be paying close attention to this match is Chelsea, and the Blues will support Southampton. This is not because Mauricio Pochettino previously coached the South Coast team, but because of Crescencio Somerville. Chelsea are just one of many teams keeping tabs on breakthrough star Crescencio Somerville, who is enjoying an absolutely unbelievable season for Leeds. The former Feyenoord prospect scored 19 goals and registered 9 assists during the season. If Leeds manage to win promotion, they will be backing themselves to be able to keep hold of the Dutchman and tie him down to a new contract, as first announced by Football Transfers at the start of April. Therefore, Chelsea, Liverpool, Newcastle, and all the other teams interested in Somerville will be backing Southampton to win to have a better chance of signing the Championship Player of the Season. The 22-year-old could earn a fee of $50 million this summer. Ian Maatsen is reportedly set to leave this summer. Borussia Dortmund are preparing a bid for Dutch defender Ian Maatsen, who is on loan from Chelsea. Sky reporter Patrick Berger reports that Dortmund have made the Netherlands international a priority target after his impressive loan spell at Signal Iduna Park. Maatsen has been sensational since joining Edin Terzic's side, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists in 22 appearances in all competitions. The 22-year-old player played an important role in Dortmund's journey to the Champions League final. Maatsen has been reborn since joining Dortmund, although that is not surprising, considering young players tend to thrive at Signal Iduna Park. However, even if he bounces back, it seems Chelsea will still want to take advantage of his departure this summer, and Dortmund will want to get a deal done. Maatsen also wants to make his move to Dortmund permanent, which is now in the hands of the Bundesliga giants as they try to negotiate a lower price for the Dutchman. Chelsea included a $35 million release clause in Maatsen's contract before sending him to Dortmund, but the German club are hoping to reach a deal for a lower fee. It is unclear whether Chelsea would be open to the idea, but the Blues would not stand in the way of Maatsen's possible exit this summer. Ben Jacobs confirms Chelsea will sell Romelu Lukaku in the summer. Chelsea will look for a permanent suitor for Romelu Lukaku when the summer window opens. According to Ben Jacobs, the Blues have reached a verbal agreement with Lukaku to sell him during the summer window. Chelsea is open to selling Romelu Lukaku in the summer at the value of the exit clause negotiated last summer £38 million. The clause is part of a personal agreement with Lukaku's agent and is open to any club, not just AS Roma. Last summer, Chelsea wanted to sell the striker permanently, but failed to reach an agreement with any club, and they had to once again loan him to AS Roma. Lukaku has enjoyed a productive season, with the Serie A club scoring 21 goals in all competitions. It is unlikely that the Blues will want to bring back the striker after what he has done, as they would instead look to cash in on his departure, having slapped a £38 million price tag on him. Chelsea see Lukaku as a burden on the team, but an asset in terms of generating revenue, as they realize that he can help the club financially, and the advantage will help the club spend money during the summer window as they look to bring in a new center forward. Summer, they face the problem of getting rid of him for good as no club is close to agreeing on his price tag, but his performance this season may convince those parties to spend that kind of money on him. Armando Broja has been linked with a summer move from Chelsea. Armando Broja may be leaving Stamford Bridge this summer, but it remains to be seen if any interested Premier League clubs are willing to pay his potential £35 in price tag. The 22-year-old spent the second half of the season on loan at Fulham, unlikely to earn a permanent deal due to a lack of game time. With Wolves and Crystal Palace, 2 clubs who have expressed interest in the Albanian international previously, Broja has struggled to impress for the Cottagers this season, scoring 1 assist in 8 Premier League appearances in just 81 minutes on the pitch. While a move to Fulham seems unlikely, other clubs such as Wolves could still make the move if the deal is right. Jacobs told GiveMeSport that despite Fulham's poor form, some Premier League clubs may follow Broja's situation. Ben Jacobs said, "I think it's unlikely that Fulham will come back in. They were initially worried about paying £35 million for Broja, which I believe would have been a club record for them. Wolves don't agree with the idea of that number either, but it's probably one to keep an eye on. They could revive their interest, but they certainly wouldn't get £35 EM. They would definitely bid under £30 M. Crystal Palace conducted an investigation, but it never came up with anything. They may lose some players, of course, over the summer, and they may bring in a little money. So maybe those are the 3 clubs to watch in relation to the Premier League teams." RB Leipzig could thwart Chelsea's plans to bring in Benjamin Sesko. Chelsea is one of several clubs reportedly interested in Benjamin Sesko because they want to strengthen their front line. This could make the Blues try their best to recruit a new striker in the next transfer window. However, Leipzig is unlikely to let Sesko go without a fight. Journalist Florian Plettenberg recently claimed in X that Sesko has a 65 million release clause in his contract. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, Leipzig now want to upgrade him and have offered him a new contract. Speaking to the United Stand, he said, "For Sesko, there will be great competition as well. Chelsea is definitely there. Arsenal also appreciates Sesko. There is a lot of interest in this child." RB Leipzig in the last 24 hours have just offered him a new contract with an important salary to become the star of the team and change the release clause in his contract. Mauricio Pochettino's hopes next season. Mauricio Pochettino commented on his team's achievements in finishing in the top 6 in the 2023-2024 Premier League. He also revealed his hopes for Chelsea next season. Pochettino said Chelsea would not celebrate the success of finishing 6th in the 2023-2024 Premier League final standings. However, he believes that his team has made the first steps towards achieving good things in the future, said Mauricio Pochettino. "We will not celebrate finishing in 6th place because we know Chelsea's history. However, this is the first step to achieve bigger things after that. We have built and consolidated the foundation, and from there we must expand. We have a young squad, but they are now more experienced in the Premier League, and we now have to be better next season." Ollie Watkins completely disagrees with what he hears about Chelsea. It's been another tumultuous season at Stamford Bridge, ending with Chelsea finishing 6th in the Premier League, despite spending most of the season in mid-table. Meanwhile, for cup competitions, the Blues were runners-up in the League Cup and semi-finalists in the FA Cup. All eyes are now on the club to see what happens with head coach Mauricio Pochettino. The Evening Standard reports that Pochettino is due to hold talks with Chelsea chiefs in the coming days, as part of an end-of-season review to decide his future. His 2-year contract at the club is halfway through, but will he stay to finish the second season? Ollie Watkins claims he has heard a lot of negative things about Chelsea this season. However, he defended Pochettino's side by claiming that they have not performed badly this year and are on the way to improvement, Watkins said via the Mirror. "People say Chelsea have had a bad year, but I don't think they have. They will be stronger next season. Since losing 50 to Arsenal in April, the Blues have responded with 5 wins and a draw from their last 6 games of the season. If they had more time, they might be able to catch some of the teams above too, and climb higher than 6th place." Romano rules out Chelsea in pursuit of PSG defender. When discussing the discussion about PSG defender Nordri Mukiele, which has reappeared in the last few days, Romano said, "Regarding Chelsea, I am not aware of any contact regarding Nordri Mukiele at the moment, although there is a previous relationship. The price is not yet clear, but Mukiele is expected to leave PSG this summer. That is the only guarantee so far." Conversations will be held in June to understand the potential of the destination. The Blues were initially linked with the 26-year-old before his move to Paris after he impressed at RB Leipzig, so we can see where the idea came from. Pochettino is firmly against the idea of Chelsea selling 2 of his players. Phillips claimed on his Substack that the Argentinian views Conor Gallagher and Trevoh Chalobah as key figures in his squad and does not want them to be sold as a result. But that may be a bit of a problem, as the Telegraph reports that Chelsea will charge £25M for Chalobah this summer, suggesting he is up for sale. As for Gallagher, a report from the Daily Mail in March also claimed that the club was actively trying to offload the midfielder. They have been important players for Chelsea this season, and it is clear Pochettino does not want them to leave. Gallagher has played 50 times under the Argentinian coach, while Chalobah has been key in Chelsea's improvement in form. The Blues have won all 5 of their last 5 Premier League games, and the centre-back has played in all of them. From a football point of view, it makes no sense to sell any of them. Unfortunately for Pochettino, the club also has to look at it from a financial perspective. Chelsea fans react to a deal having been reached for Messino. Here's what some fans are saying about the upcoming signing. From Chuck's Doyo Guy, doesn't 65M mean a lot to him? From Agil, hope he can add to the squad and not make things worse like Jackson. From Boomin, he has to come. From Julius Amoa, finally it happened. Some big-mouthed Chelsea fans say 150 for Osimhen is too high, while they rejoice in paying 65 for an inexperienced kid from the Farmers League. From the _Amani, how much money? By 2026, Chelsea will have built a solid first team with quality depth and still have players to sell worth at least £100 million and above. You are not ready for this business with American tycoons? Just pay Palmeiras and move on to the next one. From Ryan4MJ4Eve, mad money. Don't know what to think. The hype is exciting, but will he fulfill his potential? How will he settle in England? Can he cope with the pressure and the high price tag? We already have so many players in the position. Would money be better spent on a priority position at the moment? From Airy1, he will fail like Jackson. From Derek Riper, it feels like the Caicedo story is repeating itself.